What up, gamers? What is happening? Welcome to Evomon. I don't know why I look so cringy. I look like a gangster. Like, what the hell? You like a gangster from, like, I don't know, the Wild West, and then, like, also from, I don't know, some weird anime. Anyways, I hope you guys are feeling fired up for this one. This is Evomon, a game that is heavily leaning on, you know, the side of Pokemon, which I'm a big fan of. I do enjoy these games, so if you don't enjoy, like, evolving your pets and, like, turn-based kind of stuff, which I usually don't either. I don't like turn-based stuff. But then this one is for you. Like, if you enjoy some sort of like leveling up your pets, I mean, you could technically say it's some sort of an RPG. And I'm going to show you some of the basic things that you might have missed or what you should kind of like think about. Number one is obviously your main quest line, which is going to be on the side here. It will tell you to do things. Nothing too hard, nothing too difficult. Fight this guy, fight this trainer. This is the first map, the first world that you're going to be in. And if it asks you to fight like trainers, oh, okay. Yeah, we don't mean to do that. By the way, you can always get out of these battles by pressing C on the computer. Are you serious? Did he like literally spawn in front of my face and I ran into it again? Okay, so that's what they apparently do. Anyways, so what they mean by that is when you run through here through the first map and the first world, you see these guys here which are like trainers or like dual trainers. You can battle them. They're pretty simple and pretty easy. Every world has like some sort of a world boss as well, which you can see at the end right over there as well. There's another trainer, and then you sometimes have some chests spawning around here. They're going to be extremely hard, so you should easily be like 2-3 worlds above this one when you want to try to do those, because they're extremely strong to beat in the end, at least in the beginning. Same goes for the boss. Super simple, very self-explanatory, and this is the teleporter right over there. You do have a merchant, which sometimes sells a few interesting things, but I think the secret traveling merchant is a little bit better. There's like some sort of a notification the game shows, and it's going to be like, yo, there's a really interesting traveling merchant around in this and that map, and you should definitely check him out. Maybe, I think over there is one. I think he's here right now. Actually, speaking of the devil, interesting. So he's the traveling merchant. I think he always has pretty good things that you really will need. For example, this one's really nice. So I'm gonna get the evolution stone, which you're gonna need anyways. I'm gonna go and grab the fire element as well. You're gonna need that to evolutionize what can I speak? To evo your Pokemon, your Evomon in this case. This one is a large EXP fruit, also very nice. Good to feed your Pokemons, your Evomons. Really difficult. I always want to say Pokemons, but it's not, and I don't want the game to get into trouble either. Anyways, yeah, you're gonna do that. If you find them, they are usually around like these campfires and stuff like that. They are randomized, so it will not be here probably when you're going to be looking for it, but the traveling merchant always has stuff that you're initially going to need and what you want. In the beginning of the game is going to throw a lot of things at you. You know, it's going to tell you to, you know, have things in here. There's a pack here. You're going to get some free stuff there. You want to have this and that. You're going to click on here. You're going to have a lot of red dots. I can assure you that that's going to slow down after a little bit of progress. Now, I'm not super deep into the game, but I played like an hour or two in it, and I can tell you already that it gets less. In the beginning, it gets a lot just to keep the, you know, the dopamine with the people until they actually get hooked on the game, which is a good way of doing things. I actually enjoyed it myself, but you know, after some time, you notice that you just get so many of those, and I still do. But, yeah, anyway, so don't forget, you do have, like, daily stuff, and, like, I don't have to get over this stuff because you already know. There are some codes in the game that are only good in the beginning, like, literally when you start out. Later on, it's not a lot. Like, sometimes you get, like, 1,000 gold or something. It's almost not useful to, you know, enter the codes, because all of the stuff that the codes give you, you can get in the game really fast and easy. But if you're new, try to go on some Google site that does Roblox codes, and try to bring them in here, or join that Discord server. I'm gonna try to link it. If I'm not gonna do it, then I probably forgot, which I most likely will, because I do that. You can see on the bottom right here, there's a few commands that you can use in the game, which is really good. So right now I'm riding, well, I basically just am holding the pet right here, but you do run faster with it, as you can see. So if I'm gonna do it without, it's easy and slower, and then with the R move, you see you're actually a little bit faster. And there's something that I want to show you, which is quite important, is that you can actually choose your Pokemon in the beginning which you want to start the fight with. So if you're in an area, for example, where there's a lot of fire, and you have like one Pokemon that is going to beat fire good, like water, for example, you can literally choose the Pokemon on the side, which also is that when you choose them on the side, these are also gonna be the ones that you're gonna be riding. So if I'm gonna choose this one, for example, this one can't either, but I know this one can. And then you have it on the shoulder or whatever. They did it quite nice because some of them you actually do ride when they're like, as you can see over here, you can see that you actually do ride them. Okay, this is annoying. I think they should have like an option that you can turn this off not to get into belts. Maybe they do actually, I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of annoying sometimes just running into them. If you don't want to battle, pretty simply just run around them. They don't necessarily follow you. It just like gives you an exclamation mark. You really have to actively go towards them and like just like touch them so you get into the battle sequence and stuff like that. But yeah, I just quickly wanted to show you that because I didn't know that I oversee. Well, not obviously, but I haven't seen it. I didn't get it, and now I understand it. Anyways, okay, so there's a few other things. Let's talk about the Evolutionizer area and stuff. It's a little funky here as well. So if you're going to take an Evomon and you're going to go to your attacks, for example, and you want to switch out your attacks, you can get messed up with it. So basically, you deselect by clicking. So if I want to deselect or switch out RAM with sharpen, what I do is I click the RAM. You see the one disappears. And then you're going to click sharpen, and then the one appears at the sharpen. So if I click save, you will see that the sharpen is on top right now, and it's like 1, 2, 3. I didn't know that in the beginning. I was a little confused by it. And yeah, once you reach level 30, which is also another great tip, you're going to unlock your ultimate, which does significantly more damage than your basics. Some of them actually buff you. Some of them, they do damage. You know, this one, for example, the Trinity Force. Yeah. It basically buffs you, but if you go over here, the Corrosive Force, it actually does the damage. Now, there's 2 different types and stages in the game for pets that you can get. One of them is Prismatic, and one of them is Shiny. Now, the Shiny actually gives you a buff to your stats, and Prismatic is only cosmetic. So you see the red glowy stuff that's around this Evomon, that is because it's Prismatic. But yeah, other than that, Prismatic doesn't really give you much other than this beautiful, like, glowing type of red type of stuff. I also have it on another Pokemon. I don't know where it is right now, but I used to have it on another one, and oh yeah, there we go. This one. The Mope Bun or something, the Mopey Bun. You see this red ears, the glowing ears, that is usually not there. That is because of its prismatic form. Now with the Shiny, it basically what it does, it's a mutation that causes the Evomon's appearance to change in strange ways, but it also gives you a boost in stuff. Okay, so we got that out of the window. Let's talk a few more things that you should also think about pretty early on. One of the things that I thought about was if you press on to the clothes down here, you have the classic typical spin stuff, and it gives you actually some nice bonuses. So I'm going to spin away my 12k for you guys right now. I don't really care for the Vanguard. I would suggest that you should go for Legendary, Mythic, or Eternal. Now, if you don't have a lot of money like me, you should probably just be happy with the Epic, but we're gonna spin anyway, so let's see if we can get something. Probably we don't. The chances are extremely low, so yeah, I don't expect anything too crazy. I don't mind if I'm gonna lose my stuff here on top. Okay. When using potions, all allied Evomon gain a 20% healing effect. Now, I don't know if that is actually that good, but I'm gonna keep it. I do have to work with potions then, I guess. But whatever. So you can also, if you don't know what these things do, you can click on them and see what they actually do. Now, Elemental Mage actually looks sick. Skill damage 2% for each unique element in the party. Mediator, all allied. Yeah, anyways, you can read through that stuff. But yeah, I got one of that stuff. Now, I don't know why it doesn't show the item. I would have loved that. Like, I would have loved to have that on with that aura too. But I don't see it. And I don't know why. I have no idea. Yeah, I couldn't find it in the settings either, but it would have been nice if I had that aura. It looks sick. Another thing, yeah, this is your inventory. In the inventory, it just shows all of this stuff that you got, blah, 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 blah. Nothing too crazy. Let's go into the main city because I want to show you quickly. Also, oh, another thing that's quite important. Let me quickly find this. I don't remember where it was, but let me just quickly click through it because you will be able to hatch eggs later on. And hatching those eggs is important. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna press your Evo edit, like your Evomon edit, which is on the top left here. And you see down there's like a question mark with an egg. You wanna click that. And if you have an egg, you can throw that in there. The game in the beginning is gonna give you like a prismatic egg, some kind of thing. It's gonna take an hour for you to hatch, but it's definitely worth it. This is how you can access it. It took me quite some time to actually find it. It actually took me quite a long time to find it, but initially I did, so yeah. Just also feeding and stuff, I shouldn't really explain too much about it. Like you can see, you just go and click these things in there, like that. Let's just feed them all. You can also press plus 10 levels. It's gonna put all of this stuff in there, and then we're gonna level him up. I actually got him on level 40 right now, which is really nice, and I'm gonna actually switch something out here. I'm gonna take Steady out, and I'm gonna exchange it with Cinder. It just does more damage, and Steady is just like kind of really useless. These status things, and sometimes it gives you like a little bit more STA and stuff like that. It's just kind of useless. I always take them out. And yeah, that's basically it. There's also an Ascension tab here, which you can see. If you click it, you have to be like the first Ascension, you have to be level 20, I think, and it's gonna be an all-time ascent, like everything ascends at once you're at that specific level, so that's quite nice too. And we got some stuff here. Let's claim that. One of the few more things that I wanted to show you, there's different worlds with different things that you can do, like EXP dungeons and stuff like that. There's PvP. I'm going to show you this right now. I just quickly want to get rid of that stuff here. Let's level up. Thank you. You can see I actually already did quite a few. Only level 45 Evomon. These are like the mean ones. Wait, what happened? Why am I invisible? Did the game like crash out on me? Alright, the game crashed out on me. What the helly? I can't even do anything. Oh, what is happening right now? Like, this is so weird. Was that supposed to take me into like some sort of... Huh? That is... Oh, it was a crash? Other people, like... Okay. Anyways, I wanted to show you just quickly the main city, because there's a few things you can do in there as well. Once you get gear later on, you can like buff it up and like pimp it up and tune it up and stuff like that. But the more interesting part is like the EXP dungeons and like some of the things that you can do. The EXP dungeon is actually in the next world. So if you're gonna go here, this is like the teleportation. You can see that there's a lot of worlds already in this game, which is quite cool. You can click on it and it like shows up on the right side here, and it, you know, quite interesting stuff. There's, for example, equipment dungeon it shows. So basically the stuff you click here will show you what you can do there. There's some ruins. You probably can get some summon bosses there. And in the next world, you would see that there's this EXP dungeon, which you should do like twice a day. You can level up your Evomons that way as well. Is pretty good. I mean, it's good to take away. It's not like the best in the world, but you can take it away. Now, if we go into the main city, you can just check out a few things there. There's a few things that you can do. And that will also conclude the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. I think that shows you the best way and things that you should be taken along. There's this one Evomon that I want to show you. It's called the Lavite. That was suggested to me by Crollo, which is 120 or something, level 120. So thank you for that, Crollo. This one evolves into a really good Pokemon. So you want to farm this until you get a shiny. The way you do that is either you get lucky or you're going to farm 145, I think it was, Evomons, then that is the mythic pity to get a shiny, so make sure to get that. And yeah, it's a Lavite, it's called, so this is the name here. You should definitely get that in shiny, because you want to like upgrade it at one point and make it bigger. Anyways, there's some world boss events that you can do here. There's some PvP at level 45 that you can do here. This is where you can do the suits. There's the gear station where you can change your gear once you actually have some. You can enhance it or enchant it, but I don't have any yet, and you know, you're gonna get that later on in the game. There's also daily challenges, which is interesting, and a coin shop. The coin shop is also in World 1. You will see him. That's one that I showed you in the beginning. You can sometimes find some interesting stuff, but I personally think this is not really worth 3k, because you're gonna get those all the time in the game anyways, so I usually never buy from this guy. But if you want to and you see really the idea there that is important, then go over there. There's also this skill box thingy. I've never actually looked at it. Let's see, there's a Fire Blast. You can learn some stuff, but I think I'm gonna do that in another video once I actually know more about it. Right now, there's a few interesting things. Look, I mean, this is all level 90, so this is all not stuff that is interesting for me yet. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this kind of basic beginner guide. It should give you a little bit of oh my god, like this avatar looks so horrible. I have to work on that. Like Roblox deleted some of the things in the game, so I look like that now. It looks so stupid. That is so sad. Or maybe it's the game doing that to me. I don't know. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and have a good one. Bye.